Well, the NFL draft is less than a week away, and one local resident is elated that he finally gets to attend. But it means so much more than that. News 19's Colton Emsweiler and video journalist Crystal Flintrop bring us the story of one Packers fan with a Hall of Fame resume.
All right, Andy, I'll see you Thursday morning or Wednesday.
Mark Murphy, president of Murphy's Frame and Axle, is about to fulfill a lifelong dream. A diehard Packers fan who's had season tickets for 20 years, there's very little Mark hasn't done while supporting the green and gold except attend the NFL draft. And after years of waiting, he's finally going later this week in Las Vegas after the Packers gifted him 2 very special tickets.
The NFL draft's been on my bucket list for a long time. We were going to go 2 years ago. COVID hit. Got canceled. We looked at it this year again, back in Vegas. First round was sold out, so we decided, we'll wait. And then a week later, I get an email from the Packers saying I was selected to go to the draft, to the inner circle, one of 10 people selected.
The VIP section has 20 seats that the Packers are giving out to select fans for the 3-day event. Mark will attend the highly coveted first round where Green Bay is slated to pick twice. And with the spare ticket, who better to go with than another fan of the sport by his side?
My wife and I, she's actually a big Badger fan, big football fan. So her love of the Badgers and my love of the Packers came together. That's something that we enjoy doing together. We're at every home game.
But all the Packers memorabilia on display at his office is only scratching the surface of what lies within the Murphy household.
This is the start right here. And then you come to the entrance with 2 of the best quarterbacks there are.
Numbers 4 and 12 for sure. Oh my Green Bay goodness.
Typically at, every game I was at, I would see something I liked and then proceeded to get that signed. But it's taken 3 decades at least to accumulate everything I have.
Mark has been collecting his entire life, and it shows. A true labor of love for a man who has been recognized as one of the top 13 cheeseheads in the state of Wisconsin. But NFL fans everywhere can agree that there is nothing quite like draft season.
With the 12th pick in the 2019 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select Rashawn Gary, linebacker, Michigan; Darnell Savage, defensive back, Maryland.
Certainly an exciting time ahead for Mark in Vegas.
And joining us now is the man, the myth, the legend, Mark Murphy. Not the team president, but certainly a guy who knows a thing or two about the Packers. How you doing, Mark?
I'm doing excellent.
So with this home collection you have here, just tell me about it.
That's a collection that I probably started 16, 17 years old, started collecting autographed items here and there, and it's grown into, as my nephew calls it, a museum.
And in total, you must have hundreds, if not well over 1,000 items, but what are a couple that stand out to you?
I have one of Clay that he did a signing on 3 of the pictures. He signed not only his name, but he signed Big Play Clay. His father played in the NFL, his uncle played in the NFL, so they each got one of those. I have the 3rd.
And with all the players that have donned the green and gold in their careers, do you have maybe a funny story? I know there's a couple about Brett Favre, but can you tell me one of them right now?
I met Irv Favre and Bus Cook at a playoff game. Deanna Tynes walked in. I had no idea who she was. She sat to the left of me. Irv was to the right of me. And so I turned from him and, of course, introduced myself to the pretty lady. Got a tap on my shoulder, and Irv says, "You know who that is?" And I said, "No, I'd like to, though." And he says, "That's Brett's fiance."
What did your wife think when you told that story?
Well, back then I was not married. I was single.
Probably a good deal right there. But anyway, for the next question, obviously a lot of the players you've mentioned, Reggie and Brett, they're Hall of Fame players, but you tell me that you may be considered as a Hall of Fame fan.
That would be the ultimate for me. Green Bay has in their Hall of Fame a fan Hall of Fame. They pick somebody once a year, and I hope to one day be enshrined in the Packer Hall of Fame as a fan.
And I guess perhaps the most important question to ask, the Packers have 2 first-round draft picks, and you'll be there to see them. What do you think they should do?
Well, there's a lot of talk about getting a first-round wide receiver. I believe that if one of their top 3 candidates are there, absolutely. If not, unfortunately, some fans probably won't be happy because I believe they'll go D-line or offensive tackle.
And all right, I think that'll do it. Thank you so much for letting us come out here, Mark, and do the story with you.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys coming.
And make sure to tune in this Thursday at 7 p.m. right here on WXOW. You can watch the first round of the NFL Draft with Mark in attendance in the Packers VIP section. Reporting from La Crosse with video journalist Crystal Flintrip, I'm Colton Emsweiler, WXOW News 19.
Go, Pack, go.
And Mark was actually born with a condition called hemophilia, which prevented him from ever playing the sport that he loves. Doctors even told his parents he wouldn't live past the age of 5. Well, now 58 and a successful business owner, he's overcome the odds to become a legend among Packers fans. But he says he'd trade all of that in, the souvenirs, the memories, his fandom, and a lot more, just to play a single game of tackle football.